I'm talking to you about another symptom that I had prior to Mood Makeover Method, and that was this like unreasonable guilt. You know, that guilt where you just feel so heavy about everything. Everything is your fault. Everything that falls apart and doesn't go correctly is somehow your fault. And so, what that often comes from is just, beliefs that we've had over the years. One of the things that we work on in Makeover Method is getting connected to what we believe. What we've come to believe about ourselves, about life, about other people. And as we know, a lot of that stuff gets engraved on us really early on in life, our first few years of living. We can have that, these certain belief systems ingrained in us. And so early on, that was one for me. It was just, stuff was just my fault. I was a screw up. And if there were differing viewpoints, then it meant somehow mine was the wrong one. And so during a really difficult time, I started to carry the burden of something that wasn't my burden. And that was something that I had to figure out how to lay down. And I often compare it to, with the program members, we talk about this a lot. We talk about what it feels like or what it's felt like over the years of your life. We go through life and we pick up these weights. Imagine yourself in a gym and you start as a kid, and you're picking up weights and you never put them down. And you go to the next weight and the next weight and the next one. And you just continue carrying all this weight that you've never set down. And with that comes so much heaviness. And that's when it becomes difficult to breathe and to really be you and to really live and connect with people because you've got so much weight. So in the Mood Makeover Method, one of the things that I integrated in there is the ability to set the weight down, to figure out where is this coming from, and to relieve ourselves of those burdens. What I love about it is that it's such a great mix of being able to accept the things that, really are ours. Like that, some things are things that we need to correct and things that we have perceptions of or weaknesses on or just things that we need to adjust. And to be able to tell the difference between those things and things that aren't our weight to carry. And to be able to identify both with love. Love and appreciation for ourselves and love and appreciation for those around us. And it really makes such a difference. And it gives us the space and the ability to set that heaviness down and to stop carrying around so much weight, whether it's something that we need to adjust or not. When we need to adjust something, we adjust it in a spirit of love for ourselves and the spirit of, I know who you really are and what you're really capable of. And I know that you're going to do those things and accomplish those things. And then when we do that, guess what? For other people, we can do that same thing. And instead of feeling heaviness dropped on us all the time, we can also look at others and have that same kind of love and compassion. And so while that really connects a lot more to the section on relationships, it really is the common thread throughout the Mood Makeover Method. Love for ourselves and for others around us. It's one of the things that I feel like is really profound, and honestly the biggest changes that we see have to do with how people interact with themselves and loved ones. And it's what I'm most proud of, these viewpoints that change and these feelings that change so that we're able to really remove those barriers that keep us from loving the way we want to, whether it be ourselves or others. So it really, this one really is about guilt, but it's really also about the relationships. And probably the guilt more so comes from our relationship with ourselves and how it can sometimes become imbalanced and how we view ourselves and how we blame ourselves and hurt ourselves over something that may not even be ours to carry. So we go and discover those things and we find out where to put the weight and then we learn how to set that weight down. So that is the one on guilt, and we've got more coming. See you soon.